You don't need any fragrance to be confident. Fragrances are an extension of you. Fragrances help you show who you are. Maybe you lost yourself, so it's just a trigger. Remember who you are, but you don't need it. You have everything that you need inside you. My BFF, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we will talk about fragrances and moods. How fragrances change our mood. They do, at least for me. We have 10 fragrances and 10 different moods. Confident, feminine, elegant, fun, playful. Whenever I want to feel relaxed and mindful. My meditation scent from Armani Privé, Bleu Turquoise. I said this is walking by the beach at sunset, and you feel the breeze of the sea, and it has a lot of incense. And this fragrance is one that I wear when I meditate. I started meditating every day. It's super important for my health, for my psychological health. And this smells like a temple with vanilla. And one of the mindfulness sessions was meeting my higher self. And my higher self is wearing Bleu Turquoise. When I met my higher self, she was wearing Bleu Turquoise. It has vanilla, incense, black pepper, ylang ylang, cypri oil, nagarmosa, Indian jasmine, sandalwood, moss, and a high dose of salt. It's a very mindful fragrance. Whenever I want to feel mindful, like my higher self, I have all the answers. Bleu Turquoise from Armani Privé. Next fragrance and next mood is when I want to feel comforted and cozy. I chose Remember Me from Jovoy. It has notes of bergamot, cardamom, tea, frangipani, vanilla. It's so nice. And the milk really comes in, but it's a citrusy milk. And initially I get that blast of freshness, but as it dries down, I get more of the milk, and it reminds me of my mom cooking some milk, warming up milk, and that foam on top, you know, when it's almost ready. And I associated this with having a chai tea, looking over at the Taj Mahal, and you have a bush of frangipani flowers, the yellow ones, next to you, and you get wafts of those tropical yellow flowers. It's a beautiful, comforting fragrance. It was my favorite for going to bed. Now I have the Rose Sancoin. I like that one better at the moment. A beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Comforting. Jovoy, Remember Me. Let's go to some fun ones. The first fun one is from La Bonfire Paris LA. This is fun in a bottle. This one makes me laugh. It's a beautiful, fun fragrance. It has Coca-Cola, lime, macaron, thyme, coriander, ginger, neroli, musk, and amber. I also mentioned it in my fragrances that spark joy. I'm having a fun day at the amusement park, and I'm going into the roller coaster. It's close to Halloween, so everything is decorated with pumpkins. I went to Europa Park during that time a few years back. And after a ride, I take a glass of Coca-Cola with lime, and I also ate some macarons. It's fun in a bottle, brings me joy every time. Wear it in an amusement park if you would like to, definitely worth it. The mood was fun. La Bonfire, Paris, LA. Next we have another fun one, but a playful, feminine playful. The other one was more unisex, from Parfums de Marly, Oriana. Again, he's doing this. It's my favorite from this type of fragrance, with orange blossom, marshmallow. The notes are mandarin, orange, bergamot, grapefruit, orange blossom, raspberry, black currant, whipped cream, marshmallow, musk, and ambrette. It's a beautiful one, and it's also long-lasting on my skin. I've heard some complaints, but for me it works. It's a picnic in a bottle. I'm wearing a pink dress, fluffy one. I have with me a basket of goods with marshmallows and raspberries and Turkish delights with orange blossom. They have powdered sugar on top, and it's a playful day. I'm so feminine. Parfums de Marly, Oriana. Next mood is pure. Whenever I want to feel pure, I wear Jasmin or Jasmine Marzipan from Maison Lancôme. It has jasmine, almond, vanilla, musk, cashmere wood, sandalwood. It's such a beautiful jasmine. I think it's my favorite jasmine at the moment. It makes me feel put together and pure. I think it will be good for any event when you want to feel put together. I also wear it at the doctor's when I go. It will also be a good wedding scent. Wear different possible events. But whenever I want to feel pure, Jasmine Marzipan from Maison Lancôme. It is long-lasting. I sprayed it on my clothes and I could smell it for days on clothes. Whenever I want to feel elegant, I wear from Christian Louboutin, Louis Rouge. This is a very minimalistic scent. I bought it last year, I think in the winter. I couldn't smell much. I was smelling only the iris and then it went away. Then I let it sit for more than 6 months and now I can smell as it dries down the vanilla. It has vanilla, cardamom and iris. It's very put together, minimalistic. I imagine wearing this whenever I go to an event, but I don't want to stand out. I want to be elegant and show that I have class. This is Elegance in a bottle, Christian Louboutin, Louis Rouge. Whenever I want to feel confident, I wear Marc Antoine Barra Ensoleil. It has notes of vetiver, rhubarb, tonka bean, sandalwood and cedar. This is made by Quentin Biche, who did also Amouage Guidance and Delina from Parfums de Marly. It is a complete genius. I have a full review on this. Enceladus is one of the giants in the Greek mythology. He's the son of Gaia, Earth, and Uranus, Sky. He fought Athena, he lost, and he was buried under Sicily. And every time the volcano erupts is Enceladus' breath. This is a complete masterpiece, super long-lasting, a confidence booster. And I like it very much in the hot weather. I like the way it develops. It's like a sunshine in a bottle. It's a confidence booster for me because this is not mass appealing. But in the same time, I think there is a high likelihood people will like it because as it dries down, it turns sweet and the greenness and the leather aspects go away. And this reminds me that I am unique and I have a special personality like all of us. this confidence subject is something that is super important for me. I struggled most of my life up until recently with low self-esteem. And I did many courses, research, trying to figure out what's wrong with me and how to get that confidence that seems to be natural for others that are luckier than me. And I did some research, and I would like to share with you 3 of the things that changed my mind. But it's a 4 process. I will do a separate video with fragrances for confidence and confidence in general. And you don't need any fragrance to be confident. Fragrances are an extension of you. Fragrances help you show who you are. Maybe you lost yourself, so it's just a trigger. Remember who you are, but you don't need it. You have everything that you need inside you. And also for any other mood, you don't need any fragrance. The 3 things that helped me are actually wrong beliefs that I had. The 3 beliefs that I had, which I discovered that they were wrong about confidence. The first one, I believe that some people are born with it and they are super lucky. I was just not born with it, which is not true at all. I was not born without confidence. All the babies are born the same way. They start crying and shouting, and we are all equals when we are born. And I remember the nice story from my childhood. My sister is 5 years older than me, and she always wanted to have a baby. And my parents tried bringing her a real size doll of a baby, and she threw it out. She said, "That's not a real baby, I want a baby." After 5 years, they had me. And the nurse played a prank. When they went to the hospital to pick me up, the nurse told my sister, "Look around and pick which baby you would like to take home." And I was the one crying the loudest, the fattest, the reddest. And because I was making so much noise, my sister picked me. And when we had fights over the years, because I was nosy, I was very noisy and nosy at home, my sister would tell me I shouldn't have picked you at the hospital, I should have picked another baby. And my mom had to explain over and over that we would have taken her home anyway, she is your sister. It's just that the nurse played a prank. So I was loud, I was energetic, I was having a personality, and that's what helped me when I realized that I was not born this way. We are all born with confidence. The second thing is that I thought that I needed to get something. I needed more practice. I needed to speak publicly. I needed to prove myself. I needed to get money. When in fact, it's not what I need to get, it's what I need to get rid of. Over the years, events happened that chipped away, or they put dust on top of my personality. I was told I shouldn't speak unless I am being asked. I was told that I'm not good enough. I was told to be serious. I was told to stop running, and so on. And these different events, they add on top. So I think we are all like stars. We are all diamonds. And the events that happen in our life cover us with dust. And slowly, our shine gets covered with all this mud and dust. And what we need to do is to revisit each event. So I had to figure out who was the first person that called me stupid. Who was the first person that told me that I am shy or that I don't have a personality, or one of the biggest events that embarrassed me. And the only way out is through, because these memories are hidden very deeply in our hard and we don't want to revisit them. But until you revisit and relive those moments, you'll never feel comfortable. We have to revisit and dust them off our diamond. And some are very hard to dust off. They are so muddy and sticked, but you have to carefully scrap layer by layer, and then your shine will come through. To get confidence, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to get anything. You don't have to get any fragrance. It's just like Thor and his hammer. In one of the movies, Thor lost his hammer and he thought that he lost all his strength. But it was not true. Everything was inside him. So he didn't need that. That was just something physical that he used to remind himself that he is powerful. And the third belief that I had and was wrong and is that people are judging me. And what if someone will see that? What would they think? What if? What I read recently in a book, and it's so true, is that when I think that people are judging me, I'm actually judging myself. And if someone would tell me your left hand is longer than the right, haha, I wouldn't care because I know that it is not true. And if I care, it's because I believe that and I'm judging myself. And that's one of my things. I am a perfectionist and I'm also my biggest critic. And an example, someone wrote in the comments here on YouTube that I age terribly. It got me into thinking and made me a little sad. But then I thought about it. Do I really think that? I'm 37 and I don't think that I aged terribly. I think that I'm in a good shape. I can be worse. If I get some comments and I don't believe them, then I should stop judging myself and love myself. And then the rest will follow. Unsalid. This reminds me that I am unique, that I'm not a people pleaser, and that I can change the world. This reminds me of visiting one of the factories in my work. I work in industrial recycling, so something that is completely opposite to perfumes. And I'm walking outside between the metallic tanks and I can smell them warming up in the sun and also some fresh cut grass. And I'm wearing a Tonka Bean perfume. It's a powerful fragrance, a CEO fragrance, a statement. This is supposed to be like an imaginary jungle on the sides of a volcano. Beautiful. Next mood we have is artistic. When I want to feel artistic and creative, I chose from Xerjoff, Marque, from their Join the Club collection. This one is dedicated to theater. And it has a vintage vibe. It's completely artistic and I don't think that everyone will like it. It has a prominent violet note, rose, some fruity notes, powdery at the same time. And it's very simple and it's dusty. They say it also has some vanilla. I don't get that. I get more ambergris. I guess that's what it gives this old book. I imagine sitting at the backstage at the theater and I'm an actor. Or I imagine I am in an old library and I'm writing a book. This one makes me write a book. It's very artistic, simple, and it's a mood in a bottle. I don't like to wear it every day, but I like to smell it whenever I want to get into the creative process. It's a very unique one. When I want to be artistic, Xerjoff Marque. Amouage Guidance, such a beautiful fragrance. Smooth, creamy. I love this bottle. This was made by Quentin Biche, same as Delina, and I did a comparison between Delina and Guidance. Not that they smell similar, no, not at all, but because I see them as sisters and also the same type of person could wear them and for the same occasion. And my boyfriend had the same reaction. He loves Amouage Guidance. It has notes of osmanthus, which comes out as peach, pear, hazelnut, olibanum, sandalwood, vanilla, a little bit of rose, agicala wood, jasmine sambac, ambergris, and labdanum. It's a beautiful fragrance, femininity in a bottle, long-lasting, one of the longest-lasting fragrances that I have in my collection. Definitely worth it if it decides to speak to you. Do not blind buy it, it's very risky, but for me it's a complete love. A 10 out of 10 fragrance, femininity in a bottle, Amouage Guidance. The last one we have is whenever I want to feel hungry, I wear Acrobake. Not hungry, what's the opposite of hungry? Whenever I want to feel like I don't need to eat anything, I'm full. It's the opposite of hungry. Let me Google it. Whenever I want to feel well-fed, I wear Acrobake. This smells like a lemon cookie straight out of the oven. It has lemon zest, rum, vanilla, sugar, whipped cream, praline, and it smells like a cookie. This reminds me of when my mom was baking lemon cookies. The cookies are in the oven, they are almost ready. They are starting to get a little burnt, and the entire house smells like lemon cookies. It's so delicious. When I smell this, I don't need anything else. And on my skin is also long-lasting. It's airy. It's complete love. And I did a video comparing it to Xerjoff Lyra. I have both of them. Yeah, I have Lyra here. But at the moment, I love Acrobake. It's my favorite for my sweet tooth. Complete love. Whenever I want to feel the opposite of hungry, full-fed, like my sweet tooth has been satisfied, Acrobake. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below which fragrance do you use to boost your mood. Wear what makes you happy, and I can't wait to see you next time. Before I go, I want to leave you with a quote from Andrew Huberman. Fear is a sensation, courage is a choice. Bye.